the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie for your Thursday podcast. Big one today. And you know what? I don't think we're going to get any calls on this. Oh, wait up. Yes, we did. It's in the podcast. Did your mum steal your boyfriend?
Yes, she did.
Oh, my goodness.
Would Heather
Phones lit up.
Did you ever catch Heather with any of your boyfriends
I don't
growing
think
up?
she ever liked any of my boyfriends.
Didn't she? What about the guy from the gym?
No
ever
risk
flirt?
of that. I'm not talking about my mum.
She's a good kisser.
Would she, if you did bring a boy over, would she make? Was there any would she make those little, triangle sandwiches or
No, Mum never made finger sandwiches for anybody that came to the house.
Heather, I thought that would have been.
Not that she's not polite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But
I
she
wouldn't mind having a glass of champagne with Heather without you there.
Well, I don't think she would want to have a glass of champagne with you.
I think she would.
Did your mum steal your boyfriend? It's in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Last day of summer today, and I tell you what, Mother Nature has stepped up. It's going to be 35 in the city, 39 in the west. Is that the big day today, though, guys? Last day of summer?
I don't know, is it?
I think it is.
Is that big?
I think it
Kate,
is.
anything
Farewell.
Anything else?
Can you have a look at the date quickly for me, Kate, today?
How do I do that on my phone?
It's February.
Thursday, 29th of Feb.
29th of Feb, that doesn't come around too often.
Oh, no, it does not, Fitzy.
It's like an Olympics.
It's the old leap year. You know who gets excited about this? Our very good friend Adam Spencer. Now, you can head to adamspencer.com.au. He's got one of the nerdiest blogs going around, very humorous as well. And Spence joins us on a magnificent day like this one. Welcome,
G'day,
Spence.
Oh, okay, Fitzy Whipper. I'm partying like it's February 29th. There's few things that get us mathematicians more excited. Maybe the discovery of a new massive prime number, but apart from that, once every 4 years, the heavens just drop this magical day in our lap.
Why is it here? Can you break it down, Spence, to why we have this day?
Okay, you know that it takes a year for the Earth to go round the sun. Yeah, that's what a year is.
Yep.
It's not perfectly 365 days. If we started a stopwatch right now and let it run exactly a year, Earth would be not quite a full lap of the sun. It would be about a quarter of a day behind. We wouldn't even notice, right?
Yeah.
But every 4 years we'd be about 1 day behind. If we did nothing about that, every 40 years we'd be about 10 days behind. Every couple of 100 years we'd be 50 days behind. The seasons would suddenly make no sense. Summer would be moving into what's winter. We have to correct it. It was the great Julius Caesar. Kate, as far as I understand, your favourite Roman emperor.
Yes.
Julius Caesar.
Man about town, I quite liked him.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him too well in the end, but that's the way it goes. But he did two things. Get this, the calendar was so out of whack. To line things up, Caesar made the year 46 BC go for 445 days. It was called the year of confusion. Imagine doing breakfast radio in 46 BC. That year would have...
I know, and still only having the same amount of time on.
If you won the premiership that year, though, Spence, you could celebrate it a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah, Mad Monday went for about 3 seasons. It was great.
God, how did he work it out, Spence?
So he then spoke to the best mathematicians of the day, a guy called Sosthenes. He said, what you need to do, now that we've lined it up again with summer being where summer is, every 4 years, throw in an extra day.
Right.
That'll cancel that quarter-day gap and the Earth will be back where it needs to be. So every 4 years, February has 29 days. Here's the really cool kicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not exactly out by a quarter of a day. We miss about another 11 minutes there. So every occasional year, it's not a leap year. 2100, not a leap year. 2200, not a leap year, even though it's divisible by 4. 2300, not a leap year. But 2000 was. So anyone alive today who was around 24 years ago and lived on a February the 29th in a century year, bang, baby, we don't get to do that all that often at all.
Wow. And that is just incredible. God, they were good, clever little things, weren't
classic
they?
season.
And why February?
So they rejigged the calendar, and that was the shortest month at the time. The rest were all 30s and 31s when they'd moved from a 355-day Roman calendar to 365. We might have to take this discussion offline, Kate. And that was the shortest month, so they said, let's throw a day onto the shortest month, make 28.
Yeah. Basically, we've got room in February.
We've got room, let's put it there. I want to ask you a quick question, which isn't really maths related, though. Adam, I have a friend of mine who is a fellow actress. I worked with her on Home and Away years ago. Her and her actor husband, they got married on the 29th of February, so apparently it takes 20. It takes 7 times. It takes 28 years to have a 7-year itch or something.
Well played, Kate.
That was the gag. Now is that funny, romantic, or lame?
Yeah, like a heady mixture of each, to be honest. You've got people celebrating their birthday today, and they're called leapers. So a happy birthday to anyone born on the February 29th. They normally just celebrate the birthday on the 30th. On the 1st of March. They can't do the whole they can't celebrate their 21st when they're 84. That gets a little bit loose, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, completely.
What about the kids out there that are born on the 29th of February? They feel like they don't really exist.
No, you don't. But a day like today is one hell of a party.
For the nerd community, Spence, how do you guys celebrate leap years?
Oh, well, I tend to get my telescope out and just watch the orbit of the sun around the Earth, measure the rotational velocity, do a few calculations, and imagine for a second I'm Sosthenes advising Julius Caesar on the length of the year of confusion leading into 45 BC, and then it's about 7 p.m, so I go to bed.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to have a rest, Spence. You need to have a rest right now. That is amazing.
Now, make sure you follow Spence at adamspencer.com.au, but keep an eye out. He may be returning with Will Anderson later in the year for a few shows, Spence. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll get Kate and Will along as mathematical consultants for the show. It'll absolutely rock.
Thanks, buddy. Great to have you on.
Yeah, boys.
See you
guys.
How good is that, man?
I love that excitement. Pure joy from something so complicated.
I think there'd be someone smarter on the show than me. Blows me away.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can we get straight into this story? Because I love it when I read a headline like this.
I know. Did your mum steal your boyfriend? So I don't think that was the headline. That is the question we are asking,
Did your mum steal your boyfriend?
It might be a long shot. We may not get a call, but 13 24 10 if you have something that you could offer us. Because I think it was the end of last year, and we saw Tish Cyrus, of course, Miley and Noah's mum.
Yeah,
boom, Tish.
She married Dominic Purcell.
That's right, the actor.
The guy with the shaved head from Prison Break. Very good-looking, as you would like to call him, rooster.
Yeah.
Whip. Turns out that Noah didn't attend on the day because she had romantic links with Dominic prior to mum going out with him. I don't know if you cast your mind back.
So Noah's the daughter.
Yeah, there were
Miley Cyrus's sister.
Yes, there were a lot of photos of Tish and Dominic. I think they got married. It was like a beach setting. We saw some amazing photos of the wedding reception. Miley was there. Noah was not there, and neither was the brother Braden, I think his name is.
Oh, yeah, Braden.
And they posted photos over the course of the weekend of them just like watching TV in LA, which I think was a bit of a kick in the guts. Like, we're not at the wedding and we're actually not doing anything that important. We're just watching telly.
Come on, Braden.
Some family members have come out and said, well, the reason why Noah wasn't there is because, Noah was perhaps in love with Dominic, and Mum came along and stole Dominic
Did more than
away. Now I'm trying to find out the ages here. Tish is 56. Not that age is a big deal. Dominic Purcell is 54, and Noah's 24. So there's a
creepy. There's a bit of a creepy element there with Noah sort of flirting with Dominic Purcell. First of all, what are we looking at here? 30 years?
That's a massive.
Just to think that mum and daughter may have had the same experience with the same gent, I think is quite confronting to think about.
Do you know what, though?
Well, maybe it never got to that point.
It did.
Some people don't jump in quite as quickly as you do.
As a mother, as a mother, there for your children, your heart and soul, the love of your life, you're there to support, aren't you? Especially when it comes to relationships. I think we find it lucky when our kids even want to talk to us about someone that they like, you know?
Yeah.
Kids like to keep that to themselves. But when you've got... You know, when you're Tish Cyrus and your daughter's talking, look, Mum, I know there's a 30-year difference, but you know what? I really like this guy. Haven't you seen Prison Break? He's got the tattoo on his back. Have you seen his rig? He's amazing. I can't wait for him to meet Miley and Billy Ray, and we can sing Achy Breaky Heart together at Christmas. And there goes Boom Tish. Yeah. Bang, she's straight in there going, yeah, I like him as well. That completely breaks down the relationship of the mother and the daughter.
What a
I don't
power
think
move too, to go, I'll take it from here, darling.
Well, you probably think maybe she was being the ultimate mother. I don't believe what I'm about to say for a second.
Say it anyway.
That maybe she was thinking she was doing her daughter a favour by stealing Dominic, the man in question, away from the daughter, because she knew it would never work. But she also knew that maybe Dominic was a good catch, and maybe we can have him in the family anyway, but I'll marry him.
Can I bring up something closer to home? One of Australia's...
has this happened to you?
No, well, one of Australia's great dancers, Todd McKenney.
Yeah.
Can dance, can sometimes sing. No, he can. He's a very good singer. I saw him in The Boy from Oz. Todd McKenney came out a while ago and said that the husband that Todd's sister has, right, the man that Todd's sister married, Todd had some romances with him. Prior to him meeting the sister.
Yeah, but that's siblings. Siblings you could do, can't you? I mean, siblings
I don't think you can.
Oh, look, I think it's maybe more...
It's very layered.
It is very layered. I just don't... I often think in stories like this, even when marriages break up and then someone starts dating somebody else, or even a friend in the friendship group, there are so many people in the world. We don't live in tiny country towns anymore where you can't get on an app and meet the world.
You don't have to sleep with your cousin anymore, do you?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Which is very
Tish
common.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Dude, for me, it's utter bulltish, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see what you've done there. 13, 24, 10. Can you ask the question? Can you ask Oh, it's a Hail Mary, guys. We're going for it. Has your mum
stolen your boyfriend?
Didn't think we were going to get any calls on this, but there's some sickos out there.
Well, it happened closer to home, even closer than my Todd McKenney reference. It happened to you, Em, is that right?
Well, no.
Your mum hooked up with your boyfriend?
Whoa. No. Mum, I promise I'm not spreading those rumours. No, it wasn't me. A girl I went to school with, we were in year 10, and all of a sudden mid-year, she just left really abruptly, and we sort of didn't know why at the time. We later found out that she'd been seeing a guy, so we would have been 15, 16, year 10.
Yeah.
She'd been seeing a guy sort of 17, 18, so around her age. She went home one day and found her mum in bed with him. Mum then kicked her out of home and moved the boyfriend in.
That is heartbreaking.
I know, and then and haven't seen her or heard of her since.
What, she never came back to school?
No.
What school did you go to? What school did you go to?
No, you
Let's not do that.
But it was a bit of a fancy school, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or not a fancy school, but, you know.
Yeah, private girls' school.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine the scandal.
But I wonder too how long, and if maybe the young bloke, the 17-year-old, is still with the mum, or how long
I
that
don't
lasts.
know.
I doubt it. I just think that is heartbreaking for that young girl. You
Isn't
could
it?
never repair that.
See, that's it. Boyfriend gone, mother gone.
Yep.
Two huge relationships. And,
Over.
you know, the friendship of Emma Duxbury as well, gone.
Yeah, gone. Never again.
Devastating.
Thanks for that personal story, Em. Back in Rouse Hill, you have a story you'd like to share this morning.
Yes, I do. So it's not really my mum. It's my mum's sister, my aunt. I was really close to her at the time, and I had a partner. Now, it's a bit of a sticky scenario, so I ended up getting an ACO against this guy, and I went over to her house to babysit her son, and she said, look, I need to tell you, I'm with such and such. I just want to let you know. And I said, what do you mean you're with them? And she said, look, we're seeing each other. And I said, you can't. Like, I have an OVO against him. He's not allowed to do anything with my family, nothing to be involved with me and my past. And she said, well, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing him. So we no longer talk because he's seeing a guy that I have an AVO against.
How long were you with him for, Beck?
I was with him for 2 years.
Is this your auntie, Beck?
This is my mum's sister, yes.
Oh,
so you
I
wonder.
was really close with her at the time. And
So she would have known the situation and what had brought the AVO about?
So when the AVO actually happened, I went to her because it was really bad how it all went down. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous to talk about
of course.
Okay.
It was really bad how it all went down, and I actually went to her house because I said, look, I need help. She sat there with me and tried to make me happy, trying to stop making me be upset about it all. And so she sat there through it all, and she knew about the AVO and everything, and
Do you think she was seeing him whilst
crossover
that was happening?
I have a feeling, yes, because he knew about cars, and she needed her car fixed. And
did she want?
I think they might have been seeing each other when we were together. So,
did she try to talk you out of the AVO?
Not really. She was a bit weird about it, but I didn't. Of course, at the time, I didn't think anything of it.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't that sort of stuff when it happens.
And what about your mum? Is your mum still in contact with her sister?
Absolutely not. So once she found out that this is what was happening, she cut it off as well. So,
She's not coming to Christmas, is she? Your auntie?
That's
Definitely
awful.
not.
I hope you have a nice partner now.
Tommy, that's your next one, dodgy aunts. Like, I mean, there's plenty of those out there, isn't there?
Or did you hook up with the guy that fixed your car? I'll have a look under the bonnet. You know what I
It'd
mean?
be quite handy.
You know, fuel
Service
and oil
this.
change. Next thing you know, he's looking through your underwear drawer. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I just trying to think how it might play out.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Brock's given us a call from Cronulla. What did you want to talk about, Brock?
Oh, mate, I just want to talk about maths.
How you going with it, Brock?
Oh, it's absolutely rubbish, but I'm loving it.
Yeah.
At the same time.
What do you make of Lucinda?
Lucinda, I can't take her seriously.
Now, she is the blonde one that tried to drag the hubby to the 3-day sex festival in the bush.
As if he didn't go to it.
And he said, no, I don't want to wander around in the bush with my balls hanging out. And I kind of know where he's coming from, Brock. I kind of get it.
Do you know what? He's made the right decision, Tim, right? Because Tim isn't attracted to her at all, and I don't think he knows that there's going to be a relationship, Brock. But these people want to be on the show, Brock. They want to have fame, so they stick around for a while. But once you get into bed with that person, then you are, you take it to another level, don't you, Brock?
Yeah, he should just take her dad's advice and just give her a one-night stand.
Oh, did her dad say that?
Yeah, just get into it. Her dad said it.
Man.
The dad. That was really creepy as well. Like he basically said to Tim, lighten up. Even if it's just a one-night stand.
Have a crack at it. It's my daughter.
That's the daughter as well. Brock, I think that's a very honest review. I can't stand it, but I love it. That's what people say about maths.
Brock, thank you for the call. Gaz. You mean Gazza, the tow truck driver from Mount Druitt. How are you, buddy?
Yeah. Good yourself.
Yeah, very well, mate.
I have a special extra day since it's a leap year today.
Yeah.
And also I was going to say, hey, what would you do on your birthday? Do you celebrate yourself or would you celebrate your wife or something? Because it's my birthday on Sunday.
Yep,
Sunday, and but I'm surprising my wife. Because she's not with that, but I'm surprising the wife because she's into Elvis.
Yeah.
And at Panthers, it's the Elvis Festival this weekend, so I'm surprising her with a day of Elvis.
I would
Gary,
love to go to this.
How romantic.
Gus, that'll be a great day, mate.
I know, because in the morning, 2 hours of the gospel, and then in the afternoon, 3 hours of...
The King. Do you know what? There's nothing screams love more than taking your wife to Penrith headquarters to see an Elvis impersonator, Gary. I think that's a beautiful thing that you're doing, Gaz.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
Well, and happy birthday to you, Gaz. And if you see the Elvis, it's not really Elvis, it's Rob Shahady. He does a great Elvis impersonation, and he's got a great voice, Rob Shahady, too.
No, see, this one is actually several impersonators. But in August, I'm also taking it to another Elvis one in August.
Oh my God! Heading to Memphis.
Have you ever been to Graceland before, Gary? You should think about taking her overseas.
Yeah, no, that's on the bucket list. She wants to go there to the to the.
Gaz, she's not a Michael Jackson fan as well, is she? Because there's a guy, Jason Jackson.
Gary. I love Gary. Great, man. Jesus, kicked off with a couple of good calls so far. Jill in Raby, what did you want to talk about, Jill?
Hello, guys. Like everyone else, the big Taylor Swift mania.
Yep.
But I wanted, in particular, ScoMo's exit speech quoting Taylor Swift.
Oh, did he? What did he go for?
I was a bit shocked. What do you guys think about him using all of his Taylor Swift quotes?
I didn't hear. I mean, I heard him recognising a lot of people, thanking wife, thanking family. I didn't hear his tie-ins to Taylor Swift.
It was just so funny. I mean, my kid's ears actually perked up to listen to it, and I'm like, this is so bad. I think there's a lot more you could talk about.
Oh, Jill, have you got an example, Jill?
I think... Well, Tommy, have you got some?
Yeah, he said there, I think this was a couple of days ago, he said, I can assure you there is no bad blood.
That's good. To the Australian people, we are never getting back together.
He said, I've always been someone who is able to shake it off.
Okay, that's very good.
On, you're better than that.
Sorry, Leno?
Leno, you've got one.
I do the bells, mate.
No, I do the bells, mate.
Oh, it's a bell off. How fun.
Did he get out the ukulele at any stage? Did it. You know.
He should have finished off with a ukulele. That would have been amazing.
He's not afraid of the uke. Can strum. What do you want to do here, Fitz? Someone's going to get an annual pass?
Gary's already got an amazing event this weekend, the Elvis weekend. I actually really liked Brock's call to kick off the show about maths this morning. Gave us an honest review about it. You're going to Taronga Zoo, Brock.
Let's go.
Do you know what, Tommy? Stuff you. I'm going to go 2 family passes. I'm going to give one to Jill as well from Raby.
Oh, wow, that's expensive. That's awesome.
Bless your heart.
Oh, love you, Jill. Get 365 days of fun with a Taronga Zoo Friends membership. What about 366 days, including today, if you know what I mean?
That's good gear.
Jan 20, Feb 29. Hey, you can get yours online right now at taronga.org.au.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Hey, we've hit that time of the year. With constant rain and humidity, there has been a surge of funnel web spiders.
I've never seen a funnel web spider.
Either
which is a good thing.
What do you mean you never have, Kate Ritchie? The Campbelltown area is hot for spiders.
Oh, it's a hot spot, is it, for funnel webs?
Yeah,
Are you sure you're talking about the spider variety?
They love Raby, I know that much.
Oh, do they?
The suburb, yeah. 13 24 10, if you've come across a funnel web spider, what did you do? Because they still recommend you collect them, Fitz.
And there's also, don't they have the trap method? So don't they have a little trap door in the ground? They dig themselves a tunnel. Mm-hmm. Then they've got a trap door up the top, and that's how they get their prey, isn't it? Anything that's sort of crawling past, up through the trap door, bang, straight back down into the tunnel, you're gone.
You're gone. Yeah. You don't even know. The next thing you know, it's on your toe and it's dragged your whole body into a small hole in the ground.
To know that they are...
That's what happens.
To know that they're there, are they the ones with the holes where it looks like it's all spider webby around it?
Yes.
So they make it kind of smooth?
Do you know what? It's funny how you can start to recognise a web. So if I walk out into the backyard and I see sort of a web which looks like it's all over the place, you can tell that's a redback. And you see it, and you go, there's a redback in there.
I love redbacks.
Well, you said to me the other day that you recognised Carrie Webb, who was just passed out in your backyard.
Yeah, which was completely different. Do you mean the golfer?
I don't know who Carrie Webb is. Who's Carrie Webb?
Are you talking about
She's
the
a
golfer? And then
our best golfer of all time.
Karen Webb, the police commissioner, arrived.
Yeah, and May Webb, my daughter.
Yeah.
Sometimes my daughter gets called Spider, and her dad does, of course. It makes complete sense.
Spides.
Hilarious.
Hey, Spider. You mad dog, get over here for a couple of jars.
She's a
not to
young girl.
May.
Not to May.
To
I'm
Stuart.
talking about Stuart.
Maybe.
How's this? Once they emerge, Fitz, this is what you're talking about. I hate the word emerge. Once they emerge from the ground, the spider seeks shelter in shady spots, making houses and gardens the perfect environment to visit. Don't leave your shoes outside. It goes on to say that they like the damp, cooler places. So laundries are very popular.
What?
Your garage. Don't slide your foot into your shoe without having a look inside.
I love that feeling of, like, there's something kind of rural about going out and getting your shoes and banging them together.
Yeah. But the real man just sticks his hand straight in.
I've done that too.
No, you wouldn't have done that.
You mean a real
no
man?
Bloody way. Pool filters, Kate Ritchie's on the list, like you said yesterday.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to know, because I
you
did.
Were cleaning up your franny.
I was was I hesitantly putting my hand into the filter yesterday. I mean, that's why you shouldn't clean the pool.
So they, with funnel webs as well, they can stay underwater for a long amount of time,
They
can't
create like a bubble around them.
Yes.
They're amazing.
There was a woman 2 days ago in the news, it says, who removed 10 funnel webs from her swimming pool.
What? Gosh. What were they? Was it a swim sesh? Was it a... What were they preparing for Paris, or...?
They were. It was a big party, actually. Tyler's in Liverpool. You've seen a lot of them, have you, Tyler? You're in pest control.
Yeah, sure am, man.
So, Tyler, where do we find these spiders? Like, if they're going to be around the house or in the backyard, where are they?
So you would usually see them around in the garden areas, pretty much lurking around. Sometimes you don't see them at all because they like to hide, right?
Yep.
And pretty much where the slab of the house meets the soil, you'll find them there.
Right.
Pretty much every single garden bed, underneath bricks, around bricks, inside of bricks, everywhere, man. They can hide in the most plain of sight.
Tyler, Whipper did say on air once that if you do find one, try to trap it because they need the anti-venom.
Milk them.
Well, they milk them. But, Tyler, I'm not going anywhere near a funnel web.
I'm going near them all the time. I actually work with a lot of different type of insects, spraying houses and stuff. They tend to drop from the roof. Sometimes they land on you. And that's why we have the PPE.
I'd love to trap one in a... I'm a bit like that. I would get there with the piece of paper and the jar.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the brave one in any house I've ever lived in.
Would you trap them the same way as you trap a lot of men that come over to your house?
The old man trap?
No, because with spiders... I was going to say a joke about... you milk them and then let them go.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on.
All right.
It's time for
60-second starts.
Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing.
Now. She's competitive. She's real competitive. We're supposed to have a koala credit in there as well, Tommy, because we got the $250 voucher at Koala to spend.
Yes, we do.
That's for Leslie in Box Hill. You get that, Leslie, even if you win or lose. Congratulations, Les.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good on you, Leslie. Good luck today. You're right. $400 up for grabs. Yeah. I mean, we're jackpotting because Kate Ritchie has been very good.
I'm going to get serious now because I want that up and up and up.
Up and about.
Yeah, well said.
All righty.
All right, Leslie, you're going first. You're our guest. You get one wrong, power goes over to Kate. Whoever has the pair at the end of Siggy gets the cash and the voucher or the jackpot. Who cares? Let's move on. Leslie, your 60-second starts now. Who won in last night's qualifier between the Matildas and Uzbekistan, Leslie?
Uzbekistan?
No, Matildas won 10-0. Over to Kate. Kate, who's older, Daniel Ricciardo or Lewis Hamilton?
Daniel Ricciardo.
Incorrect. Lewis has been around for ages. Leslie,
Sorry.
over to you. What colour is the Shazam logo, Leslie?
Red?
No, it's blue. Over to Kate. This is a shocker. True or false, Kate? Orlando Bloom is his real name.
True.
That is true.
Bang.
What paint brand uses an Old English sheepdog in their ads?
Dulux.
Yep. Cruz, Romeo and Harper are children of who?
The Beckhams.
Yes. What channel is home to the hit show Travel Guides?
10.
No, 9. Leslie, Zac Efron shot to fame in what teen movie franchise?
No.
High School Musical.
Correct. Beyonce's latest single is called what?
Doesn't matter,
Yes.
Leslie. You've got it. $400, Leslie. Bang.
Amazing.
You've trumped her. Kate Ritchie, stand down. Congratulations, Leslie.
$400.
Thank you so much.
I'm back to $100 tomorrow. $250 to spend at Koala. Sleep with a winner. Australia's #1 rated mattress at koala.com. I mean, I'm excited about that, but I'm not excited about going back to $100
I mean,
tomorrow.
a very ugly start to I'm Still Standing. It's not often 3 questions are thrown around like that.
It was like who? I'm still crawling there at the start.
My God.
Oh, will you try playing?
Oh, we will.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life, improve it!
Improving lives and radio hosts.
Just start listening, I reckon, might improve things.
Well said,
me.
Kate. Let's go to Emma. Straight to Aaron Oran Park. Give us a life hack, Em.
Hi guys, how you going?
Good, Em.
What do you got?
So my dad has been doing this for years, and when my daughter's hair grows long enough, I definitely will be doing the same thing. For years, do you know what the tradies use, like to level the leveler? The ones with the laser, he actually uses to cut the ends of our hair to make sure they're nice and straight.
So he uses a laser level to make sure that the cut is straight?
Yes, and it works every time.
So, okay, so you just put the laser on there, and then with the scissors, you just follow the laser line.
Follow that laser, exactly.
That's not bad.
God, you got the perfect haircut. Thanks, Em.
There you go.
Leanne in Liverpool, welcome to the show. You got a life improver?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What is
I've
it?
got a teenager with a floor drove.
Yes, good.
Oh, don't even start. Offered to do their washing, throw out the stuff that they don't like, wash the rest of it. They think they've left it at a friend's house. They also think they're getting better at cleaning their room.
Yeah, right. Clever, Leanne. And you've
Fix
sold
the
a lot
floor
of it.
robe, throw out the clothes you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they wear the shoestring for a top, stuff like that.
Oh, it's a girl, is it? It's a daughter.
Thanks, Leanne. Good idea.
Sabrina in Greenacre, give us a life hack, Sabrina.
Okay, I've got a life hack. These are for the lazy people who can't be bothered getting out of their car. So when you're looking for an ATM and you can't find parking or you can't get out of your car, when you go through drive-through Macca's, right, so Whipper, when you're at drive-through Macca's, when you go to drive-through Macca's, you can get cash out at the window.
How much?
I think maybe up to 100, but
okay.
Oh, that's
but
handy.
it's just like an FPOS cash out, like when you're at the supermarket or whatever.
Yeah.
They give cash out, and I'm like, awesome.
Do you know
get
what?
cash for your Big Mac.
And you can convince your mind as well that you're being paid $100 to eat a Big Mac.
Wow. In that beautiful moment of bliss, you can, can't you? Mason and Oakhurst, welcome to the show, Life Improver.
Good morning, legends.
Legend.
My life improver is you upload your Tinder profile upside down, so when you have people check it, they accidentally swipe right
the other way.
instead of left. Matches are up. Matches are up.
Mason! That is the winner!
I don't think it's possible, but Mason!
Oh, Mason.
That's good, buddy.
Oh,
That's really good.
That's just tricking people.
Tricking them into love, Mason.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life, improve it!
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.